What's going down, everybody? It's your man, Pro Diggy from the Chaos Crew, but you can call me Diggy if you like, and welcome to Diggy's Quickies, and welcome to that first blood and a biscuit. Oh shit, another biscuit. So anyway, like I said, welcome to Diggy's Quickies. It's a new series that I'm going to be doing when I just have random-ass shit to talk about that's like really fast, like a short commentary with no real specific subject matter. So I don't know how many of these there will be, but it's just kind of there in case I have one of these quick commentaries. So this is going to be episode 1 of Diggy's Quickies. First things first, I'm going to get into really quick is the flex situation. Okay, for those of you that saw it, I did read a lot of comments. It seems like there's a lot of confusion here on what's going on. Me and Flex are still friends, okay? Basically, I'm going to get a two-piece, and basically what's going on is we're still friends. We don't hate each other. We're not fighting, anything like that. I was just expressing my opinion on the situation. The thing that upset me is that he didn't tell me the real reason why he was moving. Okay, at least in my opinion. Now, he may, in his mind, this may all be, like, legit, but from the way I can see it, my perspective on it is that he wanted to move in with Danielle, but he just didn't want to admit to me that he wanted to move in with Danielle. And the excuse he gave me was he needs to do something with his life and this and that and whatever else. And I'm sorry, but living with Danielle or your parents or your grandparents as opposed to living here with me is not going to make you do any better in your life. If you wanted to do something with your life, you could do it here, you could do it there, you could do it anywhere. It's not about where you are, it's about having the motivation to fucking do it in the first place. So if you really want to change your life, you could do it from anywhere. I mean, I've never really talked about this, but at one point in my life when I was about 19, I was actually homeless. Well, I'm not homeless anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you do what you got to do no matter what the situation is, if you really want to get it done. You know what I mean? And I know all of you are going to wonder about the homeless thing. Maybe I'll talk about it in a commentary. It's not like I'm embarrassed about it or anything. It was just a fucked up situation, etc., etc. You know, I'm sure, you know, there's plenty of other people that have been there. Maybe I'll talk about it in the commentary. But that'll be more of like a serious, you know, it's very sad commentary. But anyway, so like I said, I don't want you guys to think that we're fighting or we're not friends. We've been friends for like almost 15 years. It's going to take a little bit more than, you know, him being vague as he usually is, which I'm used to because I've known him for so long. It's going to take a little more than that to make it to where our friendship is completely over. You know, it's different. You know, we don't see each other very often. We don't hang out much, which I figured was going to happen anyway. But, you know, it is what it is. So enough about that bullshit. So for those of you that thought those things, it's incorrect. I just wanted to correct you guys real fast. Okay, next thing is I'm going to be streaming tonight on Twitch, probably around 7 or 8 p.m.-ish Pacific time. For those of you that don't know what time it is, Pacific time, like for you guys or whatever, the only things I can suggest is either A, you can Google it, like Google time in California, or Los Angeles or whatever, and it'll show right there at the top an updated time of what time it is at that moment, and then you could kind of figure out compared to what time it is where you are and do a little bit of math, etc. Or you could, if you have a computer, you have Windows, you can just change your time zone to Pacific, and then you'll see what time it is where I am. So anyway, but like I said, I'm going to be streaming. I will be playing with subs as usual. I'm going to, you know, play a couple of warm-up games like I usually do, but then I'll get some subs in there and whatnot. And, you know, it should be a lot of fun, so you guys come hang out and everything. The link will be in the description for those of you that don't know my Twitch link or whatever. Another Pro C4. Okay, so I guess finally is I have a new SMG specialist set up, and a couple of people were interested in knowing what it is and why. Okay, so basically my go-to specialist setup is always going to be sleight of hand, hardline, and sit rep, all pro of course. And for assault rifles, I usually went with like quick draw, and then assassin, and then like scavenger or something like that. Well, for SMGs, I realized that I didn't need quick draw. Because SMGs are light, you're already moving quick, you can bring up the gun pretty fast, and the hip fire is pretty good, so there's really no reason to have quick draw. So I changed it to dead silence, because if you have a headset, dead silence with Sitrep Pro is fucking amazing. Sitrep Pro is pretty good, but with dead silence, it's just that much better, because you can hear fucking everything, and it's great. So I switched to that. As far as the scavenger assassin thing goes that I have going on here, because I have Sitrep, scavenger assassin. You can switch those around. I just preferred to have scavenger because sometimes I'll put a couple of bullets into a dude but not get the kill because it's long range or something, and then now I'm lower on ammo and stuff, and I just don't like running out of ammunition and stuff like that, so I just put scavenger there and then assassin. You guys can kind of do however you like or whatever, but that's pretty much how that's been running. I actually have been playing a little different. I'll get into that in another commentary that might help you guys, even though I know I'm not like the best player in the world, but I might be able to give you some advice for those of you that are struggling with MW3. And then last thing before I get the fuck out of here is, you've noticed in the last few videos I have this little screen up at the end that's got a couple of videos in it. And, it says subscribe, Diggy Smalls, whatever. So what I'm doing is I'm putting my last 2 commentaries up there so you guys can just click on them if you haven't seen them. So say you missed them in your sub box or whatever, you guys can go do that. If you click where it says subscribe, it'll take you to the subscription page, and subscribe to me if you haven't subscribed yet. And if you click on the Diggy, the little avatar's head, or the Smalls area right there at the top, it'll take you to the main channel page. So, if you guys haven't seen some of my previous videos, if you missed them in your sub boxes, they'll be there at the end of my videos. So anyway, that's it. I'm getting the fuck out of here. This has been your man Pro Diggy from the motherfucking Chaos Crew, but you can call me Diggy if you like. Don't forget, as always, to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my sights.